So we got a 2017 Nissan Pathfinder here in the shop, and we're going to show you how to replace the rear brake pads on it.
Okay, we got 14 millimeter here. Oh, that ain't good. That's frozen.
A tight one?
Yeah, I hope the pin don't break. Let's see here.
I thought we just had these off, no?
No.
Yeah, actually we didn't
Yeah,
have one.
I gotta get a cheater wrench. Let's try the top one with the ratchet. Sometimes these bolts freeze in the pins, and I'm hoping that ain't the case. Oh, all right. So,
That one's good.
I just gotta get a cheater wrench for the bottom one. It's tight. Oh, this is the whole pin. Okay. All right, let me get a cheater wrench to put on this 14. I want to kill my gear wrench, so I'm going to use regular solid wrench. Okay,
There you go.
I can use my gear wrench. Jeez, I'll tell you, I don't know if this thing's going to come out with the bar here. Nope. What a kick in the pants that is. So, okay, so
Saying not
we're
today,
doing a pad slap on this. So I don't know. Can we rotate this bracket over? Let's see. I'm collapsing the piston very gently right now.
Yep.
And you know, I can take the whole bracket off with it. We can get it off that way, but see, it's rolling back right now, so I can change my pads out, and but I really can't get any lube in on this unless I can peel this boot back here. Boy. Not really comfortable doing that. I'm gonna take the 2 3/4 19 millimeter bolts off that hold the bracket on, and we'll pull that off. I want to put caliper pin lube in here, and I really can't. It's moving right now, but you know, it's probably dry. So I'm gonna take these 2 bolts off up here.
So we're going to unbolt the brake caliper bracket.
Right.
So we don't have to dink around with that bar right there.
Yeah. And so we're going to need a cheater wrench on this thing for sure. Ouch.
What size wrench is that?
19
mil.
Yeah, I'm going to get a gear wrench to try and take the rest of these off.
Yep.
I don't know how far it's going to let me take it with that bracket. Yeah, be careful, I don't pin myself in here.
Yeah, so you might have to switch to the open side. A little bit to work around, but not impossible. We've seen worse.
No. Yeah, if you're changing the rotor, you would have to take this off.
Yep.
And I always want to lube my caliper pin, so you know. All right, we're going to finish wrenching this off, and we'll come back to you. Yeah, definitely going to never see these.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, you snuck it out.
Alright, so now that I got this one out, I can just basically lift this up and can probably get this bolt to come out. Okay, just gonna tuck our caliper up here. And we're gonna bring our brake pads over to the bench, and we're gonna change the the bracket over, and we're gonna change the pads out. Okay, so we got our caliper over here, brake caliper bracket here, and we're gonna take the brake pads out. Take them out. Pay attention to the way this pad came, as the new ones have a thing, I believe, too. So we got new caliper clips. And look at our brake pads. Match these up. Okay, so it's the opposite one. So they've only given us one wear
Indicator
out of the 4 pads. So, and we don't have the one that matches for this side, so we'll just use 2 regular ones for this one. And then on the other side, we'll use this one on the other side. So we got our clips to be removed here. One, 2, and match up our clips in the bag. Now they gave you a shit ton of clips because they fit different applications. So we have to make sure we get the right ones for our application. Yeah, it looks like the same one. And then
Does that one match up?
Yeah, it looks like it matches up.
Cool.
They have little. Yeah, maybe they just counted wrong. They all look the same, so. Yeah. Clips are a little different, but these have a little locking tab over there. Right there, but. Alright, we're going to get our file and clean these up. So they gave us different clips because see the gap here? The gap right here for my finger?
Yeah.
The other clips they gave us have a small
gap.
Yeah, see the difference between here and here?
Yeah.
So this is for a different rotor. These pads fit different applications, so you want to make sure you put the right ones on. If you put these small ones on, they would drag on the rotor. And you would probably know that right away. So, okay, so we've got our brake bar off here. And we're just going to wire brush it real quick.
So many little things you can learn about them.
Yeah. And then we're going to do this side. I like to take the file and run it in here flat. Want to make sure there's no rust, chunks build up in there. It's going to drag your brake pads. So we'll do this. Okay, let's go get our brake caliper pin lube and lube this up. Okay, we're going to get our clips on. Caliper pin lube on here. Use a good amount. We got our brake caliper pin lubes over by the truck, so we're gonna lube the pins and put them in the boots when we get over there. Right now, we're gonna get the brake pads put on this thing. Like I said, they didn't give us another warning tab. They only gave us one warning tab for the whole truck, so that's all right, So I like to try and roll them into place. Okay, those are sliding good. Want your hands as clean as you can get them in here. I don't want to really leave any paw prints or grease on the brake pads. Yeah, no, it fell right out. So, boy, these things are nice and slick in here.
Well, that's kind of the way you want them. You don't want them hanging up and dragging.
Right, so. Okay, so we're going to go get these on the truck, and we're going to lube our caliper pins. And let's go over. We got our bolts that we believe I brought over here. Here's one. Here's two. And we got to get some never-sees on these.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go hit these on the wire wheel, and we'll never-sees them and come back. Let's put a little on there.
This will help to break the bolts free next time you need to do the brake job.
And they were hard to come out the whole way, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go over there.
Is that aluminum, that bracket, or is it metal? It's metal.
It's steel, yeah.
It's steel, yeah, okay.
Man, these pads are so easy that we may be putting them on.
On a rotor?
Yeah, I think we're gonna.
They're flopping all over.
Yeah, so.
All right, let's go.
Let's go throw this on. Okay, we're gonna throw our caliper bracket on. And I'm just gonna catch this top one first. And if you remember, we had a hard time with that caliper bracket down here, so we need to be able to slide this up. So I can take these pads now and slip them in place.
Kind of fall right in for you.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay, and our caliper pins are here, and I'm going to grab the lube. We're going to lube these two up and then get this bottom one started, then we can catch that last bolt. Okay, we're going to give these a nice little coating of lube.
So this is caliper pin lube. I'll put a link to this in the anti-seize in the description of this video, so you guys can buy it off Amazon if you need some.
Did that light just die again?
It just died again.
Let me go get a battery. I'm just sitting them in here for now until I get the battery.
Okay.
So I like to take a little bit of caliper pin lube and put it, a nice little blob, and just try and catch a little into the boot so that when you're pushing the pin in, it drags some of it into the caliper pin boot and it'll press itself out. So this one's good. All right, let's do the same thing with this one. Okay, so now this one's kind of weird. So I got the pin all lubed up on it, and on the caliper itself, we always like to put a little bit of this lube on the boot. We'll show you that because you want the seal on the boot to stay lubed. So I put a little on the ends over here and put it on the boot.
Push your left pad.
Yeah. Okay, so everything's lubed now. You just gotta assemble. And this one,
Break that seal.
this one we had to roll the caliper out to get this one on. So I've got the caliper pin coming in here, and we have to roll this out to get this one to go on, kind of like this. Okay. When you really fill them up, they try and push back on you and fight a little, and that's okay. We're going to get our 14 millimeter and just start these a little bit. And we've got our bolt in the back here that we've got to start. We put Neverseas on it, so I'm hoping to tighten it down enough so that I can get the gear wrench on there. Looks like I'm going to be able to. It's going in really nice right now. So get that on. We got the top one started. I'm going to tighten the two inside bolts first. We'll get those tight and these down. Yeah. Yeah, that one's tight. That one's tight. All right, we got our 14 millimeter gear wrench here. Let's get this one started. I don't know why this top one doesn't seem like it's starting very well.
So for some reason we lost the audio while we were filming, and we're putting the brake caliper back on, and we're going to finish up tightening up these two brake caliper bolts. You're going to want to, the other side of the vehicle is done the exact same way, and when you're done doing both sides and put your brake pads back on, before you start the vehicle, pump up the brakes, make sure you have a nice firm pedal, and that's pretty much it.